I came home from duty late that night, actually early the next morning. And I actually arrived after our roommates did. They came home a little bit earlier than I did. They were out the night before. I actually came home hearing them yelling out Becky in the house, and to be honest, I thought that they were just playing a game. To see Becky lying on the floor in our living room was a shock, to say the least. She was semi-conscious. Like I was trying to comfort her and like just kind of be there while we waited for the ambulance to come. But I had actually like gotten down beside her trying to comfort her, and my hand accidentally like caught some of her hair, and she pulled away from it, and that was like the first time she really responded to anything that I did. So after the first few hours, I really was just trying to figure out what I could do to help. It was at least the first few days that I was awake the entire time. The little bit of sleep that I did get was sleeping on her arm, actually. So she immediately recognized me, which was always comforting and stuff. She wasn't able to talk at all when she first came out of the coma. She would just spew gibberish the entire time. Like she would understand what you were saying, and she would respond like she knew what you were talking about and everything. It's actually funny that both the first time that she spoke and the first time that I realized she was still my wife was the same moment. It was kind of amazing, actually, because I would kind of provide some interpretive surfaces for her, because I would try to interpret whatever the gibberish was coming out of her mouth and relay that to anybody who needed to know. And it was a very frustrating process for both of us because I had no idea what she was saying and I sucked terribly at it. But it was after the first day or so, maybe the second day, when we were talking and she was trying to communicate, and I had no idea what she was talking about. I had no idea what she needed, what she wanted, and I just told her, I'm sorry, Becky, like I'm trying as hard as I can. I don't know what you're trying to say. And clear as a bell, the first words out of her mouth, she yelled, "Well, try harder." I was like, yep, that's my Becky. That was hands down the most frustrating part for her, was having to be dependent on me for just about everything, especially during those first few months. She fiercely won back that independence, though, I will say that much. She every single thing she could do on her own, she was doing on her own, even if it would take her 10 times as long as it used to, or as you'd think it should. It was hard for me just caring for her because I knew that she didn't want to be cared for, but I also knew that she needed to be cared for. I think that dynamic changed our relationship. I still don't really know how, but to be honest, I think it was actually a really good thing for our relationship in the end. We definitely came through it, I think, better for it. I think the key is really patience and listening to what they're saying, because when Becky's pissed off at me, it's usually for a reason, and even though that reason doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, and even though she can't tell me what that reason is because she can't put words to it, I just have to sit back and listen. I think that would be the advice I would give to anybody in a caregiver position. Like, listen to what they're saying and how they're acting, and if they're upset, they have a reason for it. It's not just because they're upset and because they're frustrated. There's something that you can help with, and that might be not helping. That was one of the hard truths for me. I had to learn a lot of times, especially with Becky, to just take hands off and be like, all right, girl, you got this. Go ahead and struggle through it. Like, I know it sucks. I wish I could help, but I just can't.